Hello everybody, welcome back to another video for the first time in almost a month now. Sorry it's been so long. But today we are going to be taking a look at the Jakks Pacific Sonic Movie 3. I believe this is wave 3 of the 5-inch figures. Super Shadow. Actually, he's the only one I got so far, but my local GameStop had the entirety of the next wave. I almost got Gerald, but I guess I just didn't feel like it yet. I suppose I might go back and get them. I probably won't be getting Knuckles or Sonic, though, because I already have Knuckles, and I have 2 versions of Sonic, so I don't really need the Master Emerald or the Flames of Disaster. Either way, though, I'm super excited to have Super Shadow in his not light-up form. Of course, the light-up form is awesome, but this one is just cooler because more articulation, I think. I think it's just higher quality. But yeah. Without any further yapping on my part, let's take a look at the box and then a look at the figure inside. Alright, so starting off with the box, it's just like all the other Sonic Movie 3 figures we've reviewed so far with the Super Shadow name right here. We've got Sonic, Knuckles, the whole gang on the side here with Shadow visible right in the center. Nothing on the sides because it's a card. And then on the back, Super Shadow is the unstoppable form of the ultimate life form. His speed and strength is devastating as he harnesses the limitless power of the Master Emerald. Read up right there. We have 22 points of articulation with this figure, and a very nice look at the figure and the rest of the line right there. So yeah, the box, nothing new. Still looks very nice as always. But without any further delay, let's look at Shadow himself. Alright, so here is the ultimate life form out of the packaging, looking spectacular as to be expected with any Jakks figure. His details are all solid, and there are some things with the articulation I noticed I'm very happy with. So, yeah, let's start with the details. So, of course, he is very well painted and accurate to the movie, as he should be. Let me just move some of my stuff I have off the side here. So he is, of course, the correct shade of yellow. I'm very glad Jakks actually put in the extra effort. Well, not even the extra effort, the minimal effort to make him the correct shade. They did that with all of the movie Super Shadows. Now we just need some color-accurate game shadows, Super Shadows. But yeah, all the colors are very nicely done. All of his sculpting is very well done. He's a little loose in the hips because he has a waist swivel here, and it is very loose, I noticed. He has some very nice detailing, of course, on the shoes. I don't think much is different between him and the light-up version as far as sculpting, of course, besides the fact that this one lights up. But the shoes are the same sculpt, of course. I think that they're about the same shade of yellow. They are. Shadows might be a little bit darker. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure that they're the exact same. All of his detailing is very well done, as to be expected, though. Even have the little bit of light between the inhibitor rings there. And yeah, overall, a very, very nice looking figure, which, nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to these Sonic Movie 3 figures from Jakks. Really anything from Jakks recently. They've been really good on quality. As far as articulation goes, he has a very good amount of that. His head goes up this far, down this far, and around 360 and side to side a little bit. Arms come up this far, fingers open and close, of course. His arms go down to his sides and bend at the elbow about 90 degrees. He has a wrist movement up and down, a hinge there, as well as a peg that moves it all the way around 360. So his wrists move. His waist is actually, being it's loose, it's very good articulation. Ooh, that is a look for sure. But yeah, so he moves 360 in the waist and back quite a bit, forward quite a bit. He kicks out a decent amount, I thought. I could be wrong. His leg here is very loose, too. I think I got a very loose-jointed Shadow, which is a little disappointing. So, but he is supposed to kick out. I don't know why he's not kicking out, at all right now. I can't get him to go. Weird. That's a very odd. I can't barely get him to kick out. So I don't know what's up with that. A little disappointing. A little shocked, honestly. He does bend his knee in at 90 degrees with a 360 or so. Not a 360. It's a ball joint in here. So his shoes move like this, pivot, and up and down. But yeah, I don't know why I can't get his legs to kick forward. This is very loose. So like if I'm trying to maneuver the leg, I only move the thigh there. But this side isn't as loose. But still, I can't get it forward, which is just odd. But yeah. Oh, and then I did miss the swivel at the shoulder there and the butterfly joint. So he does have very good articulation. It's just not functioning right now in some spots where you would expect it to be. But yeah, not too disappointed with the figure overall, I guess. Now, one thing I mentioned was that his articulation is better, of course, than the movie Shadow. So just to kind of compare that, I mean, obviously he could move his head only this far, no up or down, no side to side, just side to side a little bit. And of course, he didn't have any of the butterfly joints. So, I mean, he's a lot lighter for sure. You can definitely feel it. But I do think that the articulation is a better trade-off than the lights, so long as it's working. So, I mean, the parts that are added on here are working, but, I mean, his legs kick out this far and, like, this far forward. Not really any back, seems like. Decently back, so they kick out forward and back with ease, but this one just won't move. And I don't want to break him, but it seems like backwards is working on this, but it almost felt like I was going to have to break the leg, and just forward, he won't move forward, and I don't know what's up with that. So I'm a little disappointed in how that is handled, but I mean, I'm not going to be displaying him moving forward, and the more I mess with him, it seems like the more the center joint here gets looser, honestly. So it's making it kind of hard to stand him. It's a little weird. I haven't had a poor quality Jakks figure like this in a while. And this isn't even that bad of quality. It's just worse than what I expect and normally get. For a $15 figure, which I mean, $15 isn't bad considering the standard Marvel Legends runs about $25 and usually doesn't have as good articulation and posing as these. Or I'm not going to say it's not as good. I'm going to say it's about the same. So $15 for a well-detailed figure that has the same amount of our articulation and posability as a Marvel Legends is still a great deal. I just wish that there's a little bit more quality in some of these joints, namely the ab crunch and the leg joints. But what do you do? At least he's a nice looking figure, still functions, minus the legs kicking out, but overall a very nicely done figure. So I'm not too mad about it, and I will be displaying him. Now for the size comparisons. Oh, and then of course I buried my ruler over here. So he stands at about, of course, 5.5 inches tall to the top of his quill, about 5 inches to the top of his head where his hair wouldn't be, I guess. Yeah, so here he is next to Sonic, next to Knuckles, like that. Knuckles sticks out a little bit more because of his tail, but there those guys are together. Here he is next to Dr. Robotnik and next to Tails. And finally, here he is next to his unsuper self, regular Shadow. Let's get him looking up a little bit more. And our supersonic figure, which it's nice to have both of these in a regular non-light-up format. And they do look great next to each other if supersonic will stand. I actually saw like 3. I've heard a lot of people say they're having a hard time finding our supersonic here. And I found 3 of them at my Walmart today, which I was pretty surprised to see. I mean, there was a lot of them. And he was like throughout the store too. There's like 2 of them in the toy aisle. There's one sitting next to the bikes for some reason. So he seems to be coming back. There's one at my GameStop along with this next wave. So they had Gerald, Knuckles and Sonic, as well as obviously Super Shadow. But yeah, so I think that the distribution is being done for these movie characters. It's being done very well. I saw Classic Amy in the foreign scale for the first time today as well, and I almost bought her. I probably should have, but I don't think that she's gonna sell out, I guess, so I will be able to find her again. Either way, here they are. I guess there's a whole yap session spawned by just size comparisons alone. Alright, so that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you haven't noticed, I do have a membership currently active that you can join. If you do join, you will get some custom stickers. You'll get early access to all my videos that I put on members first, as I'm sure you've been noticing if you pay attention to my content. And you'll get some, probably some exclusive streams when I'm making videos, I think is how I'm going to do it. So you'll be able to chat if you have a membership on streams that will later be turned into videos. So that'll be fun. You'll also have a page dedicated to you for shoutouts on the channel, and I'll give you probably a few shoutouts on the videos as well. But yeah, so if you feel so inclined, about $1.99 a month, just join the membership. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.